So we just got back from SEMA 2025, and there were quite a few dash camera companies on display. Here are a few of the names: Viofo, Vantrue, Vueroid, 70My, Red Tiger, WOlfbox, Firstech, Mitac, Pioneer, Blackvue, Safi, which is by Blackvue, and the Blackvue Dash Cameras. Let's take a look at some of the cool stuff that we've seen while we were at the SEMA show.
It's recording. Oh yeah, here we go. We are in the Blackvue booth at the SEMA show to debut their new products. So Blackvue has the Elite 8, which is using a 2K front, 2K rear, Starvis 2 image sensor. If we go over here, we have their new Elite 9 that'll be coming out here soon. The Elite 9 is using a 4K front Starvis 2 and a 2K rear Starvis 2 image sensor. And we also have the Elite 10, which is going to use a 4K front Starvis 2 and a 4K rear. But as we've seen from other manufacturers, we're going to have to see whether or not this one is stable. And the LTE module is not built in on either one of these units. I'm assuming it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be an add-on right through the micro USB. Okay, we're at the Taiwan Excellence booth, and we're looking at some of the connected dash cameras, which you can see right here. And you can see right on the screen, it's telling me I don't have my seatbelt on. If I actually pick up my phone and make it look like I'm actually making a phone call, it should come up and actually show that I'm on a phone. Or if I'm actually making a text, you can see it shows phone text, and then I'm distracted while driving because I'm not paying attention to the road. And you can see actually how it adjusts depending on what I'm doing with my phone. If I actually fall asleep and make it look like I'm sleeping, it should actually go so it's distracted. This is some of the cool stuff they have for fleet for people's vehicles. We are in the Firstech booth looking at dash cameras. And if people have followed the channel, they probably have seen the Momento dash camera. This thing is super small and sleek. And you can actually get it in 1080p, 2K, or 4K. And it actually has front radar, and it's a 1080p rear camera. There is an optional interior camera that it also supports, which is very cool. If we actually move over to the drone product, so this is actually a full cellular subscription, great for fleets. This is one of those products that if you have a fleet company, that's what you want. And we're going to be reviewing on the channel. We've been a little delayed on it, but they do have a finalized firmware for me. So we're here at the SEMA show 2025, and we're visiting the Viofo booth. They have one new product here that they're actually showcasing, which is the A119M Pro, which is a new 4K Mini. As you can see, they have the old Mini 2 here, which is the 2K resolution. This is the new 4K, which is using the Sony Starvis 2 IMX678. And of course, Old Faithful that everybody loves on Reddit and on YouTube is the old A119 V3, A129 Plus Duo, the A229 Ultra, which is the 4K front, 4K rear. Oh, they have the A129 Pro Duo, and of course the A329T. All the different polarized lenses they have available. And they've been doing dash cameras since 2010. What else we got here? So not a whole lot new to show here in the booth. This is the HK6, which I'm sure you guys have seen on the channel, which works with the A329S, A229 Ultra. There's also supposed to be an update soon for the A229 Pro and Plus, which will support the HK6, but it'll only support it to show voltage on the screen. We, as you can see, more of the Ultra, A329SW. We have the HK5 hardwire kit, which works with the Viofo VS1. Old school A229 Pro, which has been solid for 2 years. And we have the Dashcam battery pack, the Viofo BP100, which hopefully we're going to see come out to the market soon. The OBD2 cable, I know there's been a lot of people testing it. We'll see when they plan on a release date for that as well. So that is the Viofo booth at SEMA 2025.
So as we enter into Vantrue's booth, they had this brand new world's first thermal 4-channel dash camera. And this is actually the thermal camera. And this would actually mount like on your front hood area, or it has a license plate mount. So you can actually mount it on the front of a license plate on your vehicle. Very good, you know, picking up deer or maybe kangaroos in Australia. Really depends where you are. And this is actually the camera that mounts on the front windshield. So it has the front camera. On the back side of it, it actually has the interior camera. It's a lot smaller than your conventional. At the top there, that actually goes to the rear camera, and then the side port was actually to go to the main screen. And this is the main screen, as you can see, and that's where that would actually plug in. So this is kind of more for like your off-road vehicle, maybe your Toyota 4Runner, your Jeep Wrangler, the vehicles that kind of get beefed up and are going to go off-roading, or maybe you're a hunter and you want a thermal camera for when you go hunting. You're worried about, you know, certain animals running across the road. So this is actually Chris Fix's video, which actually was in the booth. And you can see they have the thermal camera mounted on the front hood there. And as we move towards the interior of the actual vehicle, you're going to see that is where the screen is mounted. Now, keep in mind, I think they just kind of half-assed put it in here for the show, but you're obviously going to find some sort of place to mount it. But you can see the thermal camera, it's showing like all different humans and a lot of information from the thermal camera, which is actually very cool. But as we keep going, this is actually all the current lineup of the Vantrue dash cameras. You can see they have the N4S, N4 Pro S, N5. So these are all using the Sony Starvis 2 image sensor. And then they have a lot of the legacy product, which we didn't actually bother filming in the Vantrue booth. But one thing that was really great is we got to meet with George Chen, the CEO, and Yi Mi, the marketing director of Vantrue. And the thing that was great about meeting with them is we got to clear the air. So for anybody who's actually follows us on Dashcam Talk, they had an Ask Me Anything a couple months back. And we kind of went after Vantrue because we didn't understand why they weren't listening to a lot of the feedback that we at Safe Drive Solutions were giving, even in a lot of our YouTube videos. So a lot of times we even went by the Vantrue booth 2 years ago at the Apex show, and we gave them all this critical feedback to try and help them with their product that, you know, a lot of companies would pay thousands of dollars for someone to give them this kind of information. But instead, they took it as it was being offensive, and just the people just stopped talking to us. So when we came by the booth last year, no one had any interest in even having a conversation with us. And we didn't really understand what was going on because we didn't really feel like we were offending them. We're actually trying to help Vantrue improve their product. Because at the end of the day, we want all these dash camera manufacturers competing with each other. So by sitting down with the CEO and by sitting down with the marketing director, what we ended up finding out was the fact that our information was going to the sales team. The sales team has one objective: to sell you a product. They don't really care about the feedback, what's going on with the product. And obviously this is a challenge within their organization. But now we have the CEO's ear, the marketing director's ear, and we had a good talk for probably half an hour to an hour, just talking about some of the challenges. But the thing is, some of these challenges were brought up over 2 years ago. So now they're a little bit behind, unfortunately, but they are listening now. So I look forward to seeing what Vantrue will have coming out in the future, and hopefully we'll see them improve some of the things that we have brought up on our YouTube channel over the last couple years. So we went to the Thinkware booth, and you've probably seen the Q200. It's been around for a while now. However, the GPS antenna is now built into the mount. So guess what? Get rid of that ugly GPS antenna that's been around on the F200 and the Q200 series, and it's now built in. The U3000 Pro, which you haven't seen our video, check it out. We have the U3000 versus U3000 Pro video. The ARC 900. Now this dash camera I am most excited about because it has an LCD touchscreen. It's got a heatsink in between the LCD screen and the dash camera. It's 4K front, 2K rear, Starvis 2, optional radar on the front camera, but you have to buy that separately. But guess what? They also have the ARC 700, which is 4K 2K, but it's the old Sony Starvis and the original ARC, which is available at the big box stores. But the ARC 900 is what I'm most excited about. And guess what? I'm probably the only one in North America that has one. And this is using a Sony Starvis 2 front and rear. We'll be testing this. I don't know if we'll be releasing any video right away because we need to, test it for reliability. And we're going to test it for video quality over the next little while. But it is cool being able to test a lot of new products that aren't even available really on the market yet, as it just debuted at SEMA. And the thing that's interesting, Ted and I, when we were in Thinkware, we went to the Thinkware store in Korea, which is an actual store that does installations, but it's a Thinkware branded store. And we actually seen this exact dash camera that looked exactly like this. We told them we thought this would be cool and would sell in North America. They said, no, it's only for the Korean market. Well, guess what? That one there was only 2K front, 2K rear. This one's 4K front, 2K rear. So it'll be interesting to see how this one does. Watch for updates on the channel going forward. Vueroid was also on display at SEMA 2025, showing the Vueroid D20Q2, D21 4K, D40Q2, D21 LTE. Now, and then they also had the new S1. And if you're in the United States, the S1 is available on Amazon.com. Or if you're in Canada, check us out, safedrivesolutions.com, where you can purchase the Vueroid S1, which is one of the most advanced dash cameras available on the market today. They also had their CV on display, which was actually for like heavy duty trucks and fleet, where you could actually have 4 cameras mounted all around it so you can cover all your blind spots when pulling a load on a big rig truck. Vueroid has all sorts of very cool things for the dash camera industry. And if you haven't seen any of our other videos, we'll also have our Vueroid S1 full review, hopefully coming up soon within the next couple weeks as we continue finalizing all the little minor details of the Vueroid S1. But mostly, I'm really excited to see what Vueroid's going to have coming out over the next year, because this company is such a huge technology giant. FindView showed up again for SEMA 2025, showing their dash cameras that are made in Korea. They're one of the top producers in Korea in the Korean market. But one of the dash cameras that has me most interested is the new GX1600, which is going to use a 4K front Sony Starvis 2 and a rear 2K Sony Starvis 2. And it looks like they've adopted the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi technology for actually pairing your smartphone. So completely different than the prior generation. And you can see there's a little bit of a taste of the company history, which dates all the way back to 1992. There you go. There's FindView at SEMA 2025. Red Tiger and WOlfbox were there as well. And as you can see their current lineup of Red Tiger dash cameras and their WOlfbox dash cameras. But it really seems like they're losing focus on being a dash camera company. And they're trying to be kind of like more like Xiaomi, if you know who Xiaomi is in China, where they're trying to focus on being kind of more of like a technology company on developing and building all sorts of various gadgets. So for instance, they actually showed me like a blower that you could use to like blow off your electronics. They got like a tire pressure gauge. They have a thing to blow up. They have like portable powers. Even in this truck behind us, they actually had, and I should have taken a video of it, they actually had a tonneau cover that was electronic that would actually roll open and closed. So Red Tiger seems like they're losing their focus on being more of a dash cam company and now being, like I said, a little bit more of a tech company. So it'll be interesting to see if dash cameras evolve with that company or if they continue focusing on other electronics that are going to be available to the consumer across the world.
Okay, we're in Pioneer Electronics, checking out their dash cameras. This is actually a fleet dash camera that they have, where you can actually put a SIM card actually inside the unit. It has a separate screen for drivers as they're actually driving around, and it actually documents like AI information. So if there's an actual full accident at the scene, it'll actually send information directly to the fleet managers, which is actually very cool. So it'll actually upload the video, send a picture of the GPS coordinates, and the other thing it will actually do is send an AI-generated report of what happened at the accident. So this is something that they're looking to release in the North American market. Currently, right now, it is only available in Japan. They also have the new VREC ZA20, which is a 4K Starvis 1 dash camera with a 1080p. It's got an LCD screen. You can see there's your 4K front camera and the 1080p rear camera. This thing here is actually very cool. Look how small this is. It's 1.5K resolution, and all it has is basically an SD card slot, power cable slot, and power and emergency record button. Very small. Look how small it is in my hand. Look at the cigarette lighter plug-in. It's like just a little bit bigger than it. And they also have this one, the VREC H520 DC. This is actually using Starvis 2 front and rear with the actual LCD screen. So these are some new products from Pioneer Electronics coming out. They are offering a 3-wire parking mode cable, and anybody knows we only do 3-wire parking mode cables. However, it does have only 11.8 volt cutoff. So we actually did talk to them about how we'd like to see them make some changes with that. We gave a really good feedback on that as well. Some mirrors as well. They don't know whether or not these will or not come out in North America, but it is some stuff they are debuting at the show.
So we went by the 70mi booth as well. And unfortunately, I forgot to take any video, but 70mi was great enough to actually share these pictures with me. And when I showed up in the booth, they were actually taking a staff picture, which I'm now part of. So I don't know if I get a paycheck. That would be kind of cool. But either way, we stopped by. They were really warm and greeting. And we checked out their products. And they also have some different lifestyle products, like some portable powers. They have like a tire inflator and some other little different things that are not dash cameras. So we actually ended up having a private meeting over coffee the next morning just to discuss what was going on in the dash camera industry. And seeing that 70mi has entered more of like the higher end dash camera space now, and they're trying to compete more with like Viofo, Thinkware, and some of these other brands, we gave them some critical feedback. And some of that feedback I'm going to share here publicly because I haven't been private about this either. If you've seen me on the forums, I have posted some of the information like this. And one of those things is they have like the T800, and currently on the current firmware, as far as I'm aware of from my testing, the motion detection only works on the front camera. It doesn't actually work on the interior or rear camera. So if you want to be in the premium dash camera space, you should definitely have motion detection working on all three cameras. Whether or not your opinion is that the current draw is higher, well, then you should find a way to have that premium camera run at a lower current draw, right? And have motion detection work on all three cameras. Now, that's personally my opinion, but if the other big brands are doing like Viofo and Vueroid, then you should definitely make sure that your brand does that as well. So we had other constructive feedback. They did kind of ask us some questions about some future products that they had going out. But we literally look forward to continue talking to 70mi going forward as they continue going to all these shows, and they're continuing trying to grow their brand in North America. We're also going to be playing with their new 70mi A810S over the next little while. Basically that one there is 4K Starvis 2 front camera, and they've removed the battery and now gone to a super capacitor. But we will continue playing with a lot of the different products that are available on the market and seeing how they operate. I hope you enjoyed our video from SEMA 2025. If you are looking to support us at all, check us out, safedrivesolutions.com, where we offer professional dash camera installation in Greater Vancouver and Greater Toronto, Canada. And we ship dash cameras all across Canada, which you can shop on safedrivesolutions.com. Thanks again.